Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Farming Simulator 15, and we are playing on the old family farm, on the multiplayer server, just myself on it at the moment, and we're doing some more harvesting here again. Just the one field ripe at the moment. Finished harvesting all the rest of the ripe field, well, that were ripe anyway, while I was on there in the last episode. We do actually have quite a bit of grain in storage at the moment we can probably sell. Also, I should note that I added one more mod to the server. Make note of that here right away before I forget. Mod I thought would make a relatively good addition to the server. Show you guys what that mod is here in just a moment. Okay, mod-wise, I added, under tractors again, I added the Kirovets, the K700A. Reason I added a nice cheap tractor. Nice big cheap tractor. It doesn't help us with our front end loader wants or needs at all, but it does give us access to a larger tractor that is relatively cheap. And I'm kind of stopping at the end here so I don't mess up the straw too much. Makes it a little easier to pick it up. Mind you, we do have the windrower, of course, so I could go straighten it up. But yeah, if we can keep it straight right away, makes it just that little bit easier. Definitely not much space to turn around on this end, at least without driving through the hedge on this side anyway. Oh, and we are full. And just to show you guys here, we did get quite a bit of crops here. We got 60,000 wheat, 35,000 barley. Corn didn't move any at all because I sold all the corn as I was harvesting it. So, let's see, John Deere is on trailer. Seems like it takes forever for this combine to empty. Yeah, even though there's not much in the combine, you know, compared to the big New Holland combine, which holds quite a bit. I think it actually takes longer to empty this one than it does the big one, I think. It just seems that way anyway. Could just be, you know, the fact that the big one obviously outputs quite a bit more. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just guessing by the fact that I'm stopping and then letting all the straw build up at the end. I'm probably actually losing straw doing this. For those of you who don't know, basically the way Farming Sim works with windrows, it only holds so much. So once you get to a certain point, you know, like I'm letting it build up here, it's only going to build up so much. I don't think the combine here would build it up enough that it would start getting rid of it, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'm not sure what the limit is. For example, hey, let's say you take a big field, you mow it, and you windrow it repeatedly until you get it down to one windrow. You'll probably lose a lot of grass or straw, whatever you're windrowing, you'll lose a lot of it. Each time you do that, a little bit of it gets removed. Just the way the game seems to work anyway. So yeah, actually, you know, taking the windrow and you keep combining them, you actually lose material. Now, mind you, you'll have quite a bit of material there, but you'll definitely lose quite a bit as well. So definitely not worth the time and effort it takes to windrow something that many times. Better off doing whatever you're going to do with it. If you're going to pick it up or bale it or store it or chop it. Probably actually get a Kirovets fairly quick here if you want to sell some crops. I'm not sure that's going to be what I'm going to want to do first though with the money or not. Still thinking we probably want to get into a front end loader tractor of some sorts first before we think about a Kirovets. Yes, I just happened to be looking through my mods here the other night and was deciding if I had any good ones I thought I could add to the server here. Happened to see that one. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. You know, nice big tractor, cheap price. And I was looking at my combines too, so if I had a combine I could add to the server as well. None of the ones I currently have really stood out. Other than the New Holland pack. That pack of combines I thought might be interesting on the server. Though I'd probably be actually purchasing one of those said combines. Obviously they are quite expensive, so... And by the way, the New Holland combine I have talking about, for those of you who have not seen that, on the Farming Sim official website, under the mods they have there. The Kirovets, that's where you can find the Kirovets as well, for those of you that are wondering. Mod link should be in the description below as well. Yes, the Kirovets comes off the official Farming Sim website. And yeah, like I said before, I'm trying to watch where I get the mods I'm using for my server from. And we're full already. Wow. Full up several times. Well, several times. Twice now on this field. I'm going to have to empty the trailer, too. Wonder if I can harvest the rest of this without having to do that. Probably not. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying about the mods, I do try to watch where I get the mods from for the server. Kind of trying to get them off of, you know, FSUK. Never say that one right for some reason. FSUK.com. One of the safer, better modding websites. And then, of course, you got the official Farm and Sim Simulator website itself. Also a good website to get mods from. The only problem with those two websites, their selection of mods is severely lacking, to put it nicely. There's not a whole lot of mods on either of those sites, FSUK or the official Farm and Sim website. But like I said before, you know, what mods are there are relatively good. I'm not going to say they're, you know, the greatest quality, but they are at least safe mods. You shouldn't have to worry about them crashing your game and anything like that usually. Oh, can we finish this last little bit in one pass? Sort of. We're probably going to miss a little bit here. Yep. Oh, bummer, and we're full again. Oh well, I'm going to have to go empty the tractor, I guess. Oh, let's see what's here. And I'm just going to outright sell it. So, rail line 321. Saloon is 335. Shall take it to the saloon then, and let's see, my bearings here, saloon that way. And yeah, for you folks out there that remember how fast we advanced on Coldborough Parks Farm, we're definitely not advancing quite as fast on this map. And I kind of knew that was going to happen. And just the size of this map makes a big difference. That's an old looking truck sitting there, that's for sure. Probably double check. I don't think, was there an entrance? Oh, there might actually be an entrance sort of to this field, I guess, right here and there. Guess that would have been a little bit quicker, although it is kind of blocked by whatever was there. I didn't even quite see that in time. I think there's a couple mailboxes and something else there. While we're waiting for that a moment here, I want to check how much. 25,000 if we sell one of these tractors. Not a whole lot of money. Could possibly sell one of these tractors and buy a Kirovets. I would just happen to think of that. It would actually come out money ahead. And of course, if we took it down to the store, we'd get a little more too. We will do that. Okay, probably hardly worth it, but we'll go pick up this little bit here. Just because I missed actually quite a bit here between the little bits and pieces. And I was planning on replanting, but I think maybe we'll check and see if we can get a Kirovets here. That way we'll still have 3 tractors. The 3 tractors we have, we'll have at least one little bit bigger tractor. Not going to be a very quick tractor, mind you, but it's going to be at least a little more horsepower-wise, a little bit better. I look a little ridiculous pulling our current setup of equipment, but... Okay, any other fields ripe? Just double check here. No, not at this time. We got 9, 11, and 15 yet. They are not ripe, so everything else needs to be replanted, I believe. I'll just leave the combine here for the moment. And I'll just take this to the farm here, refill it, and then we'll sell what's in it. Okay, there we go. And we'll take it back to the saloon. Yeah, the small amount of crops we're selling here won't affect prices that much, so... Mind you, the price will probably still go down a little bit, but not much. The sell point for vehicles is right behind the shop here, if I remember correctly. I think it's where that one icon was dancing there. Oh, for the fun of it, let's see if I can back this in there without getting out of the... or using the external view. A little more challenging. There we go. Vidol lubrication, huh? Actually, it's probably Vidol, maybe something Vidol lubrication. Okay, let's grab a Dutes here. And I guess we'll just sell this one. Weight. Yeah, might as well keep the weight, I guess. Park this weight up somewhere. That's one thing our Kirovets definitely should not need is a weight. In fact, I don't If I remember correctly, it doesn't have a front 3-point that I recall. Stuck on the post there a little bit. Okay, how much can we get for this? Assuming I'm on the right spot here anyway. 30,600. Okay, not bad. Wow, it's the most amount of money we've had in a long time. Tractors by a Kirovets. Default color. Sure, we'll go with the default color, I guess. And I'll buy the twin wheels for it. Buy colored wheels too, okay. Yeah, you have to have a front loader to pick those wheels up. I know some of them sometimes will come with 3-point hitches on them you can pick them up with. Doesn't look like that's the case with this one. Actually, maybe let's see what's here. Maybe I'll reset these. Just to get them out of the shop here. Okay, so this tractor might be a little big for this map, maybe. But it was more the price tag that I was looking at than the size of it. Okay, where did our wheels get reset to? Yes, where did our wheels get reset to? I'd have to check our screen again to find out. Okay, wheels, where are you? Thinking they were, yeah, over that way somewhere, but I guess not. Twin wheels. Which is where exactly? Still be nice if they'd implement a zoom feature on that. Ah, there they are. Okay, we'll just drive through the hedge. I don't think that'll be a problem driving through the hedge with this tractor. Close enough? Hey, we are. Excellent. Look at that. Dual wheels. I don't know, for some reason that looks much better in my opinion than the single wheels. Now everything looks fairly nice in this tractor except for the steering wheel. That looks kind of blurry for some reason. I think they need to up the texture on that just a little bit. Kind of would fit better with the rest of the tractor in my opinion. I wonder if this cultivator is even as wide as what this tractor is. That could be interesting. Oh, and I'd like to point out too, the mod author actually took the time to make this tractor correct in that it leaves dual tracks. So yeah, a lot of times you'll see it, the tractor have duals, but it doesn't actually leave duals for tracks. I always found that kind of annoying, in my opinion anyway. Oh, just as wide as the tractor, basically. Okay. And now that I have an articulated tractor, I'm wishing I probably would have put my steering wheel on. Driving these articulated tractors with steering wheels is definitely much nicer. Seems like this tractor has very bright lights on it. Oh, just front and rear. Appear to have brights on the front either. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, nice thing with a steering wheel, you can make gradual adjustments rather than the abrupt adjustments you can make with a keyboard. Like that becomes more apparently noticeable with the articulated tractors. Oh, come on, Kirovets, you're gonna have trouble getting up that hill. By the way, for those of you that watched my Idaho series, episode 27, we did the pull-off between the John Deere 9560 and the Kirovets here. And so far, the Kirovets is the only tractor that I've used that has actually been any competition for the John Deere. And the John Deere has pretty much easily outpulled everything else I've thrown up against it, including Big Bud. And mind you, this probably has more to do with the fact that the mod author of either the John Deere is either too powerful, or Big Bud is not powerful enough. Yeah, you guys take your pick on which one you think is which, but I was actually kind of surprised that the Kirovets actually did as good as what it did. I'm sort of surprised, let me put it that way. I'm sure for an old tractor, this tractor is probably really heavy. And yeah, a lot of times with pull-offs like that, that's actually what it comes down to. Your weight and traction more than your horsepower. But yeah, if that were the case, weight and traction, you think Big Bud would have it easily. Not in this game, apparently. And yeah, this cultivator is basically just as wide as this tractor is. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this Kirovets pull and this cultivator better than I am the Dutes. And hopefully it'll work good for the planter as well. You can definitely tell on those tractors that, yeah, the cultivator and planter is just a little too much for them, even with the front weights. So yeah, I don't think this tractor will struggle in the least, I don't think. Anyway, folks, looking at the time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode again. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.